good reason, just having a bit of a perusal of what's on offer. And this is going to be awkward, a bit in the straight side.
51.
It was Trump who really needed to start the evening well to stay in touch, but he left that red to the yellow pocket from distance, which O'Sullivan knocked in.
56.
And now Ronnie O'Sullivan needs another red after this blue. It should be 7-3.
$61. 62.
So this piles the pressure on Trump as he attempts to stay in touch in these early frames.
$69. 70. 75. 76. 79. 80.
As you advance in years, you're supposed to slow down a bit and get a bit
87.
nervy and a bit cautious and all those things, but there just isn't any of that going on. O'Sullivan, honestly, I don't think I've ever seen him have such good extension through impact. See it there, see that? Punching through it. Smooth yet powerful.
94. 97.
So the brown for his second century of the final and sixth of this year's Champion of Champions. What a start to the night for Ronnie O'Sullivan.
101.
Cagey opening to the frame with the safety. The chance came, the chance was taken, and O'Sullivan moves to within 3 of the title. 106 from Ronnie O'Sullivan to launch the evening session as he attempts to win the Champion of Champions for a 4th time. Judd Trump now with it all to do. It's 7-3. Welcome back to the final of the Kazoo Champion of Champions. Ronnie O'Sullivan in control at the moment. He's won the first of the night with a century, 106, to lead Judd Trump 7-3. So O'Sullivan needs 3 more for victory. There's the trophy, getting ever closer. It would be his second since becoming world champion for a 7th time. Of course, he won the Hong Kong Masters a few weeks ago in front of a crowd of 9,000 people. Trump didn't exactly do much wrong, did he, in that last frame? He just left that red that was close to the yellow pocket after the initial safety duel, and that was it.
You think he's not thinking about things? He thought about two different shots there. But there was a wee bit of risk attached to both of them. And because of the man he's playing in Judd, he just simply isn't prepared to leave any door ajar if he can help it. So he thought, right, okay, let's wait this one out a couple of shots and see if I can get cover in bulk and cover that red above the blue spot. He may get blasé in the odd interview here and there, but when it comes down to being out there and in the heat of battle, you bet he's up for it.
We heard the groan from our audience. That was so close. That looked to be heading in at one point. See it again. Just got that near jaw.
That's the cover that he was looking for. Contemplating the red on the right, wants to take it on, but he knows if he doesn't get it, there's every chance he's going to leave one. Fantastic pot. Deserved a decent result and beyond something. He's on the black, not easy. What can he do with a cue ball from this? Very good. And if he's going to get right back into this match, that's what he's got to do. Make things happen when it appears there's not much on. Not out the woods just yet. Tough little cutback this. That's a gorgeous shot.
9.
Thing is, this afternoon it took a long time for him to get scoring. He made 1/2 century before the maximum. Can't afford to wait that long tonight, I think.
17. $22. 23. 26. 27.
Yeah, nice recovery. He played on yellow a few shots ago, but didn't play it properly. Now then. Is it all systems go? It is. Ah, that's unlucky. Played it well.
32.
Yeah, that's the shot to play. Push the red near the side cush. And it gives Ronnie a problem.
32.
Yeah, Trump didn't miss. He just was a little unfortunate not to land on one to continue the break.
Yeah, it's unlucky again, isn't it? Great pot. Not so much not getting the rub of the green at the moment, just the odd little thing not going his way. So this is where you've just got to hang tough, and he will. Hang tough, keep the faith that good things are just around the corner.
Yellow ball. Judge Trump, 1.
Okay, now that red by the pink, he'll probably play it. Well, surely can he get through a gap between green and blue? No, he's taking on the money shot. Always bound to leave something, so this is a half chance now.
Well, another key moment in a match full of them. Trump 7-3 down, but 33-0 up.
One.
Yeah, and this time, no nasty kisses on the way in and out of ball. So a chance here in frame 11. Just a bit wary of that red. He's developed over the years a real toughness in his game. We all remember, I think, when he hit the scene when he was young, and he was very exciting talent, but still quite raw. But he's really developed the all-round game that you need, and we've seen the good thinking in this frame as well that eventually has initiated this opening.
$13. 14. $19.
Just in this visit,
20.
his pace around the table has visibly quickened, but again, see, that's been sort of his Achilles heel all day long. He's done that a few times, hasn't got above the blue line.
No, he's just complicated things a bit because he still needs red in a colour after the blue, or after whatever colour he takes. Brown it is then.
$24. $25.
Well, he still needs a colour, but he's recovered the situation so well with this double. Now put everything here into this pot.
Yeah, Judd's tough, and I mean, he's granite tough, to be honest, but he also knows he's that snooker smart that he knows that he's got to show Ronnie something. Foldsy spoke about it.
And the frame.
Well, Paco Sullivan is staying in his seat and you're 63 behind with 59 on. So, Judd Trump has pulled one back, and we're back to where we started the evening with 3 between them. O'Sullivan leading 7-4. The final night of the Champion of Champions. There's the trophy. There's the hashtag ITV Snooker if you have any views on what's unfolding here. 7-4 to Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's 3 away. Just while we've got a moment, congratulations to Ronnie's good pal Jimmy White, who's playing in the qualifiers for the UK Championship. 30 years on after winning the title, he's won 2 matches in succession, 6-0. So 2 more victories, he'll be in the final stages.
Frame 12.
Jimmy White is a good example of someone who's taken a lot of knocks from the sport, but has always come back believing that better things can happen. And Judd Trump has had to show good attitude already this evening, having lost the first frame. With 2 frames to come before the mid-session break. Still a chance this could be very close when they come back for the final mini-session.
Yeah, it's just at the tail end of the previous frame. I was kind of suggesting that on the back of what Neil Foulds was saying, rightly so, in the studio, that Judd perhaps has got to show Ronnie something a wee bit different. The reason for that, he probably realises himself that Ronnie's not going to make silly tactical or safety errors. And yet, Ronnie might be sitting thinking, well, that's what I want. I want Judd to come out slugging and going for reds that he maybe normally wouldn't. So that's the balancing act that I think Judd faces. This being a prime example, you know, it's an easy push red up and down and there's no problem, there's no danger, but any half chance he's got to jump on it.
One.
Okay, choices yellow for red or half ball brown and into the bunch early. It's half ball brown in full attack mode. Here we go. That's attacking. Talk about making something happen.
5.
Case in point right there, brilliant.
So now it's about focus. He's got himself in a wonderful position here. Kicked
6.
open the doors in this frame, but he's got to take care.
Twelve.
Still not getting through that shot properly. But as we know, he's got the cue power to get this cue ball round the houses. Good recovery.
18.
Right from year one, I think Champion of Champions established itself as a big event and seems to be growing in prestige every year. Trump, we heard right from the start before he even played against Luca Brisselli in that first match, he's a big fan of the slightly different look and feel of it.
25.
Would love to retain that trophy for another year.
26. $32. $33.
That last shot red to black will make him feel really good because it was played to the millimetre.
40.
And he had no room for manoeuvre. He had to nail it. And this is the payoff.
41.
So attack mode continues. Oh yeah, how did he get the cue ball up there? Half a degree of angle on that. Black off the spot, but hard work done.
49.
Expect him to secure the frame from this position.
$56. $57.
Again, similar to the shot we're trying to get deep on the cue ball and up top side of blue. He's not quite getting through that type of shot for whatever reason.
Yeah, the question is, can he keep recovering the situation when things just go a little awry? So position again in the frame where he's not too far away from securing it.
Blue ball.
Yeah, probably
62.
deserved a decent kiss there early on tonight. Things like that were going against him. Oh, brilliant.
63.
And I said at the time, you've got to keep your faith and good things might be round the corner. Well, they are now.
O'Sullivan needs a snooker. He lost his way a little bit in this break trump, but he's such a good potter.
68.
So, every frame is huge,
69.
but the next to last before the interval for 8-5 or 7-6. Trump, importantly, on the front foot tonight, showing intent. That brown he took on to get the reds open. This was a big shot. If he wins the final,
76.
I think we'll look back on that. He's not waiting for the door to open. He's going to try and kick it down tonight. And O'Sullivan, of course, will observe this as well from his seat. This is how Trump wished he'd started the afternoon.
$82.
Didn't quite hold its line, but no matter. 82. He made good on the initial chance, that initial brown to get them open. It looked a great scoring chance. He kept it going. There's only two in it now. 7-5. Things are warming up nicely here this evening in Bolton. 7-5 now to Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Ronnie O'Sullivan took it.
So the match is at its closest point since he led 3-1 at the first interval. This is the last frame now before the last interval. Yeah, it was impressive the manner by which he got in on and took control there, Trump. But also, when he did go wrong, as he did, he recovered well. What he'd like to do is cut out the going wrong and keep maybe just a tighter control on the cue ball.
Doesn't want to take this red on the thin cut to right middle. But there aren't all that many other appealing options. You see, with the black tied up, there's little if no future down this end. Can't avoid careering into other reds if he takes the pot on. But what we do know is he doesn't want to take it on. It will only be a last resort. Pressure. The pressure has been applied by the onslaught of trump, and he's got reward. That thin safety by Ronnie is the first time this week he's caught one anywhere near half ball. He knew it had to be thin. And it went wrong, so
six. Seven.
yeah, coming out tonight, and especially after the first frame, the question was,
12.
did Judd have anything left? Well, he's answered that question because he's got plenty. The next question is, how much resilience is Ronnie going to have to this onslaught? If, and it's still a big if,
13.
Judd can close to 7-6 at the interval.
I think this morning, just chatting to everyone backstage, everyone was kind of of the view, look, we don't really mind who wins, we just want a close final, and we're starting to get one. Judd Trump, he's starting to play certainly his best snooker of this match, the sort of snooker that got him here. Remember, he's had 3 very tough matches: Luca Purcell, Mark Allen, Mark Selby, just to get to the final. Of course, it started with that maximum in frame 8 that really
19.
got him going, and the gap between sessions doesn't seem to have made that much difference.
20.
Nice cannon.
Yeah, played this lovely. Got a little piece of the black, and he
27.
just flicked it down. That was perfection.
$28.
Still not on point with top side of blue. So, one loose red to play on.
$33.
Oh, that was struck.
34.
As good as any shot he's hit all match long to guarantee the angle. The only trouble with this, the more power he injects into it, he could lose the cue ball. So it's half pace, not full power. Like that. brilliant shot. That was all he could do.
41.
Just had to hang off a few ounces of pace there, so he's never getting the reds far and wide.
Well, the times they are changing in this final. Trump with all the momentum now.
$49.
Not been left with anything straightforward here. Dead centre of the pocket. He's showing tonight great attitude, Judd Trump. And I'm going to mention, because he never pushes himself forward, his brother Jack, who's in his corner. Perfect person really for Judd to have with him. He's his brother, he can talk to him how he likes really. But what he's done, clearly, he's just helped him stay positive, stay focused.
55.
And remind him maybe of all the terrific performances he's put in finals, including against Ronnie O'Sullivan, who he's beaten 7 times in 11 finals prior to this one. There's the pot success tonight. Trump at 97%.
$56. $62. $63.
Pink then. O'Sullivan needs a snooker. Well, he's gone on the charts tonight, hasn't he? And it's worked. He lost the first frame. Things were looking bleak then. There is his brother Jack, who I mentioned.
69.
And suddenly Team Trump are starting to sense it might be their night after all.
70.
We've got the final, Alan, we wanted.
Oh, you bet we have now. You would never ever discount Judd Trump, because we all know, we've seen it many, many times.
77.
But to retain the belief that he clearly did come out with tonight is so impressive. You could sense a frame or two ago he was beginning to believe, especially the brown into the bunch, the parting of the Red Sea, and now he's one behind.
$86.
Well, these are always big nights, these showpiece finals. When these two play, there's something extra in it, the fascination of the clash of generations. Ronnie O'Sullivan,
92.
who won their world final in the spring at 6-1, at 7-3, was looking a big favourite. Now it's anyone's.
93.
And it's O'Sullivan, in a way, who maybe needs the interval to collect his thoughts. But this black for a century for Trump, just to underline how well he's played tonight. From 7-3 down, he's been superb. He's gone on the attack.
100.
All to play for, 100 exactly from Judd Trump. He's won the last 3. Ronnie O'Sullivan at one stage looked a certain winner. Now this final, too close to call. O'Sullivan leads Trump 7-6.
When Ronnie O'Sullivan led 6-1, it looked as though a terrific week was going to fizzle out in anticlimax. Now it could be a thrilling climax. 7-6 the scoreline. Trump is the man.
Thank you. Settle
On the
down,
march.
please. The 14th frame. Judge trying to break.
Yeah, he certainly has, Phil. He's got all the momentum now. What has Ronnie got left? And how will he react? As Stephen said, maybe the interval came at a really good time for Ronnie O'Sullivan, just to regroup. Been through it all before. Seen it, done it, wore the t-shirt many times.
O'Sullivan opened the match by scoring 247 points for that reply, but the boot's on the other foot now. And the pot success rate overall for the entire match is now marginally in favour of Trump. If you recall, well into the afternoon session at one point, O'Sullivan's pot success rate was 95%. Trump's was down at 81. But the ace in the pack has brought about a radical improvement.
No, this has gone wrong. What's he left? Has he got lucky? No. He's got a red into the left centre or up into the top left corner. They take this into the left centre though, get top side of the blue.
One.
I see a Judd Trump special here. Gotta try and catch the pink full ball if he is going to take the blue. He doesn't have to. We could play the yellow in and out of ball, could the cue ball for those two reds right of the pink, but gets this blue, hits the pink, full ball, should get a good split. Well, I'm very surprised at the pace he played that at. I don't think he's on anything. No. Well, that baffles me, Phil. And normally that's his shot. You know, play. Okay, the angle is a bit more acute, but that's a shot with pace. Open the pack and get them all open.
You could almost describe it as non-committal.
So Trump. 6.
You're surprised, Ken. I think Ronnie O'Sullivan will be pleasantly surprised.
Possible red into this bottom right hand corner, the top red of all the reds, and he could screw across off one cushion for the black into the same pocket. Yeah, that's the one. Doesn't normally turn these shots down. Oh, close. Well, he was leaving in such a way, he thought he wasn't going to leave anything, but have a look at where the red is finished. Pretty close this.
One.
A 40-minute potting drought for O'Sullivan. That's actual playing time. Doesn't include the interval. Is over.
Six.
The bottom red pots, you can get on the black here as well.
Seven.
This would be a real test here for Ronnie O'Sullivan. As I said, he's been through it many, many times, but he's happened to go to the well here. He's been put under severe pressure by his opponent.
$14. 15.
Great shot. All great sportsmen produce the goods when they've been asked a question. Ronnie O'Sullivan is no different.
$22. 23.
Doesn't mean that he's not feeling it though. Doesn't look like he is. We want to reassert himself here in this match and stop the rot. It's the first bad shot he's played. He's not got a good angle on this black. Yeah, he wanted the cue ball another couple of inches further down the table.
But when it comes to that white, he manoeuvres and manipulates and always seems to have a solution to any kind of problem.
Very good. Very good recovery.
31.
Once again, he's got a slight angle to go into the pack, but he'd rather not. He'd rather pick off one of these four on the right-hand side. But he's got to be very precise with the cue ball. He's gone into them. How's his look? He's got a red
38.
into the right centre. Certainly not easy, this.
$39.
Oh, this looks good if it runs out. This looks very, very good indeed. What a shot.
44.
Best shot of the break so far.
$45.
Brown being off its spot didn't make that much difference because it was in a straight line with where it should be, but he still needed the purchase on the cue ball.
One anxious look. Is he on this
52.
red into the left centre? I think so. Just about.
$53.
After the punishment that he's received, this is a fine effort.
Yeah.
But there's still a task to complete. under this kind of pressure, balls can be missed, even by a genius.
Yeah, just spotted something on the way, so a little bit of time just to compose himself. This is wonderful
61.
stuff. As I said, he's been asked a question and he's come up with all the answers. Black and one more red.
$68. 69.
Frame ball in. Looks like a 2-frame advantage restored. In all of these interviews, Ken, time after time, he says, I'm zoned out. I'm not really
74.
into it anymore. Don't you believe him?
75. $82.
Yeah, there's no doubt this would give him a great
83.
adrenaline buzz. He knows his opponent has been playing so well. He's been keeping him cold.
90.
And he had to respond, and he had to respond quickly. And he's done it in great style here, I must say. Fantastic break. This will bring the house down when he gets another century, Phil, I'm sure.
99.
Not yet, not yet.
$106.
He's third century of the match, and he's 7th of the tournament. And bear in mind, to win this, you only have to win 4 matches.
109.
3 of them, single session, the final over 2 sessions. It's a great strike rate.
Yeah, and what a final both players have treated us to already.
113.
Top quality snooker at its best. From 2 of the greatest. This man is the greatest.
Sullivan doesn't just respond, react and retaliate. He does so with aplomb. He's 2 frames away from a 4th Champion of Champions title.
Thank you, the 15th frame. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
Marcel Eckhart, the referee, announces the start of the 15th frame. Ronnie O'Sullivan 2 ahead, but he knows that Judd Trump is still very dangerous.
Yeah, good break off, what you'd hope for. A little bit of cover behind the green, so he's got to play off the pack here. And always, anytime you play off the pack, there's always that chance of a red popping out. Ooh, he's being fortunate where the cue ball is finished. Okay, there's a red left of the pink that Ronnie could take on, but it's the one part of his game that hasn't been at the best throughout this final. Has been his long putting. He's only had 8 from 14.
Played that one pretty cleverly. The only ball he could leave was the one he went for. Yeah, I think the mild criticism about O'Sullivan's potting from distance doesn't just apply to the final. I think throughout the tournament, I've seen him better. Just shows how explosive the rest of his game has been.
Watch Judd eyeing up here. A plant. It's not dead set. It's one that he have to make, and as you can see, there's a couple of there's a little gap between those reds. There you see it's going towards the top cushion, left of that pocket, so it's not. Certainly can make it. Upton against it. It's pretty good. There's one shot, a safety shot from Ronnie in that last frame before the interval. Caught the red, much too thick. What about this time? And has to miss the brown, has to miss the brown. Well, he's covered the red. It's closest to the corner pocket with another red. That was a bit fortunate, but he still has left this red, a possible pot into this bottom right corner pocket. He's come down to have a look at the black. I think the black will pot into the left corner. Yeah, there you see. So you could play for the black here.
One.
Oh, what a shot. Very unlucky, but he may be on the pink into the left centre. From that angle, Phil, it looks pretty tight, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was looking at Judd. His body language didn't scream positivity. Just sensed the pink wouldn't go before he came down here to look.
Green ball. Shot trump. One.
I'm just looking at those two reds above the black here. Wonder, can he push another red onto those two reds? Possibly play a plan. Not quite sure where he had a look at those. Those two reds, yeah, look, that's a possible plan. Not quite sure whether Ronnie's seen it or not. Oh, he's played a good one here. Very, very good indeed. He'll be happy with that. He's got a bit of a problem here. Should trump if he plays the red that's closest to this top cushion. The one just from the left corner, just to the right of it. If he plays that and tries to get the cue ball back down towards that yellow pocket, that red will be going over towards the opposite corner pocket. That's what he's afraid of. Well, he's missed the red completely there. That's a mistake. He's missed the red on the way down, and that's why he's got the back of those two reds on the way back up the table. A red to left middle here for Ronnie O'Sullivan.
At the moment, the black is pretty much out of commission, but there are plenty of other alternatives.
One. Six. Seven.
Normally so good around the black spot, but he's going to have to just concentrate on the pink here. But this is where his cue ball control really comes into it here. It's going to be a series of little stuns and soft screws and just holding for this pink into the middle pockets and the bottom corner pockets as well.
$14.
This time tried to get up top side of the blue, but just a bit straight.
$19. $20.
The green was the fail-safe.
Yeah, he tried to get out for the pink, didn't he, into the bottom right corner pocket, but you won't be playing this green with any real pace. He'll be dropping it in. There's one or two reds just waiting there into the right corner pocket. Yeah, just drop it in dead weight. Perfect.
$23. $24.
Anytime you're hitting down on the cue ball, there's always the chance of imparting some unwanted side and missing the pot. He will be relieved about that one.
Yeah. It was a better shot than it looked, wasn't it? Now he's held the pink spot, which hasn't done him any favours at all.
30. $31.
So now he's going to have to concentrate on blue. There's plenty of loose reds available, so you won't mind
36.
that. You can win this frame.
37.
4 or 5 blues will be enough. This time just a little bit hard with the cue ball.
In the end, could have done him a backhanded favour. The pink is back where it should be.
$44.
He was just being dramatic there. He knew the white was okay.
$49. $50.
Well, another lovely shot. Beautifully played. Just a quick look at the scoreboard. Red in colour.
57.
Repelling the Trump challenge in his own smooth, sophisticated style.
64.
Well, this is just a genius at work. Judd Trump can't do anything. He was in a lot of trouble with that safety shot. But this has been absolutely sublime. What a break
70.
this is.
70.
And what a time to do it.
Yeah, at the moment, numerically inferior to the 1-2-4 with which he won frame 14, but in terms of the way it's been constructed, arguably the best break he's put together today.
Yeah. And I'm
78.
sure the break with the greatest satisfaction as well. Black was tied up all the way through this frame.
79.
Had to concentrate on pinks and blues. Oh, look at this for a shot. He's making the cue ball
85.
dance and talk at the same time. This is fantastic.
It goes astray left-handed, but it is the real left-hander, Judd Trump, who is now in serious trouble. Ronnie O'Sullivan, one frame from victory. Ronnie O'Sullivan with one eye and maybe 7 or 8 fingers
16.
on the trophy.
Judd Trump to break.
The trophy's lifted aloft on 3 previous occasions.
Let's come around to have a quick look to see does this red pass the pack into this bottom right corner pocket. Good play it as a shot to nothing. Cue ball back into the bulk area. Well.
These finals can take late twists. Back in early April at the Tour Championship, if you recall, John Higgins was 9-4 up on Neil Robertson. The engraver was tempted to start work, but Robertson came back to win 10-9. We're not fighting off Trump yet.
No, that's the hardest thing about this game. When your opponent's at the table, all you can do is just sit and wait. He has missed the pot. It's just a couple of safety shots. Let's run in, and he's got to sit down with the rest of the frame. Nothing you can do about that. Wait for a chance and try and do it himself. Will he get the chance? What a response from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Everything thrown at him from Judd Trump. And we always say, Phil, that, you know, the interval can change the momentum, can't it? The momentum was firmly with Judd Trump, but since the interval, It's been Ronnie O'Sullivan, and once again, another excellent safety shot. Got his opponent a spot of butter here. Great reply.
Cue ball into baulk, but not quite as deep as O'Sullivan wanted it to be.
Well, he came down to have a quick look to see was this black open into the bottom left corner pocket. Looks like it is. And he dropped this red in. Oh, and he's left the red. He hasn't missed many of those, should Trump, and that was one would have expected to get. Don't think Ronnie can hold for the black here, but he may be able to play a cannon on the middle red here and hold for the pink into the right centre. That's what he tried, just didn't push the cue ball through far enough. Still take the pink on, a bit more of an angle than he would have liked. No, not this time.
Ronnie O'Sullivan won.
Yeah, the angle was just a little bit more difficult.
The telltale sign was the way he stayed down on the shot. He wasn't sure, and then that pink caught the near jaw, and we know what happens then.
One.
Is there anything left in the Trump tank?
Yeah, and he'd be well aware. Very experienced, of course. The thing about snooker, you just take each frame. Don't look at the score. Every frame is different. Take them one at a time. You're not getting standing clock. If you can win the frame with one visit, it gives himself a chance. But he's got a score.
Eight. $15.
Yeah, puff of the cheeks there. It's gone slightly awry. Cue ball a little bit close to this right hand side cushion. The angle on this red is not very inviting. He's got to trust this across the nap. Good shot. Just lost the cue ball. Wanted to be top side of that baulk line.
No one's better equipped to play that shot than Trump. It was really high tariff. And he deserves to be on the red.
Yeah, couldn't agree more, Phil. He's the best in the business of that particular shot. Gonna need another good one here. Oh, he came right across that.
Shot
Came
drum
right
18.
across that. Hasn't left anything easy, but that's a chance lost. You see the cue? Pushed right across the cue ball there.
Quite simply, Trump's worst shot of the entire day.
One.
And it could possibly be his last shot of the day.
Well, he'll be fearing the worst now. That shot made it look very, very easy. Now, chance for Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's on this red. Lovely little cannon into the reds to hold for this red into the right corner. He's also on the red into the left corner.
9.
Be putting every ounce of concentration now into this.
16.
I can almost sense the winning line. Already you can see him just taking a little bit more time.
17.
Lovely shot, nicely played.
Yeah. 24.
Play for the plant. 2 reds into this right corner pocket.
25.
Lovely shot, but have a look at the adrenaline. Cue ball gone a couple of inches further than he would have liked. Now can he hold the cue ball, or does he have to play off this top cushion? That's just sheer adrenaline there. Lots of possibilities going through his mind. It's okay.
30. Yeah.
In this kind of situation, it's important for O'Sullivan to maintain as near to normal rhythm as possible. He doesn't want to be too hasty, I'm not saying that, but doesn't want to take too much time over shots either. Just find that natural pace.
31.
He's got to cue this nicely. Get right through the cue ball. Deep screwed down for these reds. Possibly the red beside the black. Maybe the red just on the pink spot. He's played it nicely.
33. $34.
Once again, a bit short. Needs one more good positional shot. And it'll be maybe off this red. If he pots this and gets nicely on the
39.
colour, it could be all over. How's the
40.
position on the black? It's perfect. It could be all over, Phil. And what a final we've been treated to, but what a response from Ronnie O'Sullivan since the interval.
47.
We've seen so much drama in snooker finals over the years. Just when you think someone's won, there's a twist in the tail. But you have to believe the way O'Sullivan has controlled the cue ball from first match to last in this tournament. The end is nigh.
Quick glance at the scoreboard.
55.
38 points in the lead, so red and black or red and blue would be enough. May go up for blue here. Bit more margin for error.
56.
And they were clapping before the blue went in. And if this red goes in, it is over.
62.
You know, the title of this tournament describes Ronnie O'Sullivan, the champion of champions. And he's about to win it
69.
for the fourth time.
70.
Well, we've been treated to a wonderful display of snooker from both players.
76.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, what he's produced in these last few
70.
has been, well, it's not enough superlatives for him. Outstanding. Another one left-handed.
82.
Can he finish off with a century? And here's the brown.
82.
No century, but everything else. At 7-6, Judd Trump was applying maximum pressure. But then O'Sullivan turned on the gas. 1-2-4, 85, and an 81 to finish. Ronnie O'Sullivan wins his 77th professional title. Tremendous. Let's go down to Rob Walker for the reaction and the presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we have a round of applause for an absolutely brilliant final by two of the greats. Judd, it was a truly, truly gallant effort to successfully defend the title. Fabulous comeback this evening, but you just left yourself too much to do.
Yeah, I'm obviously disappointed with how I played, really. I thought Ronnie scored very heavy the whole day, so puts you under pressure. Any time you get a chance, you have to clear up in one visit, and I obviously didn't do that enough. So, yeah, in the end, his scoring was too heavy, and well done to him.
But we mustn't forget the moment of magic you produced from 6-1 down. That was sensational, wasn't it, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, at that point, I had nothing to lose, so I thought I'd just go for a max and see what happens. So, yeah, I mean, it's always special to make them, and even more special in a final against Ronnie. So, it's another thing ticked off the CV. But yeah, obviously, I'm disappointed to lose. I think a lot of people obviously expect me to lose, but in my head, I know if I go out and play my best, I'll have a good chance. But yeah, disappointing to play badly again. Thank you.
But there are definite positives to take overall from this week. You were superb against Mark Allen, a great way to put away Mark Selby. It's the best we've seen from you so far this season, and there are some big tournaments still to come.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's I don't take anything from coming second. The same as Ronnie is not good enough. So Yeah, obviously I want to go better, but I think Ronnie scored the heaviest all week, played the best. Once again, he showed that he's the benchmark, and I just need to get back on the practice table and hopefully give him a better game next time.
Spoken like a true champion. Judd Trump, ladies and gentlemen, your runner-up this year. Ronnie, champion of champions once again. Fantastic.
Yeah, no, me and Judd, we both know we didn't flow today. Do you know what I mean? It was like a grafting performance, and I just had to graft, and you know, I never left anything out there today. You know, my temperament, my attitude. I was just trying to stay as professional as I could. Just stay in the moment. Even when I was 6-1 up, I never once said, I think, oh, you know, think about the lead, because I know what Judd is like. He can come out and do what he done. You know, pull back to 7-6. So. But I was just pleased how I stuck in at the end there and kept it going. But yeah, we both like to play well and every frame, but it's just not possible. This game's too hard, you know.
Well, it wasn't a bad effort, not a bad effort at all. And great composure after seeing him come back to 7-6. You really produced some magical moments around the table to pull away again.
Yeah, I think what it is I don't really, I'm not as hungry as probably all the other players are. I think I'm just happy to be here. I like to compete. I like to enjoy the game. You know, no matter what I do, if it's running or going to the gym, I'm just very competitive. So I don't need to be competitive. I just need, I'm just relaxed and chilled out, and and I just take every match as it comes, and I just enjoy being out here, and it's like a holiday for me, you know.
And what is it about this event specifically? No one's been in more finals than you. No one's won this title more than you.
No, what it is, it's just full of good players, and you get a full crowd. So you're going to play your best. Like I said, most of the tournaments these days, we play in front of 30, 40 people, and playing lower ranked players. It's very demotivating. And at my age, I need to be, I need to get, playing in front of an audience like this. Otherwise, I'm going to be flat. So I tend to do better in these type of tournaments.
And the evidence is in the fact that you won Hong Kong last month in front of 9,000. You've got a packed crowd here. 2 successive months, 2 big titles. You're on a roll, and there are some great tournaments still to come this season.
I've been on a roll for 30 years, Rob.
So what about the hat-trick?
Hat-trick of what?
UK Championship starts in just over a week's time.
Well, I've got 7 of them, so I suppose 8 sounded good, wouldn't it? We could do with another, I suppose.
It's a brilliant start to the season, and it is great to see you enjoying your snooker and smiling once again. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion of champions, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your presentation party. From Kazoo, Head of Sponsorship Mike Mannering, and Managing Director of Matchroom Multisport Emily Fraser. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's present our runner-up with their plaque. Please give a huge round of applause. Let's hear it for Judd Trump! And now we welcome to the table to collect his 4th trophy here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your champion of champions, Ronnie the Rocket O'Sullivan!
Well, these are very familiar scenes, aren't they? It's like deja vu. Here he is again, holding that Champion of Champions trophy and enjoying every minute of it. And why shouldn't he? I mean, he's played ever so well to take the title, standing up against a strong fight back from Judd Trump.
Teams to play this afternoon. Expectations of this match very, very high, especially no doubt in the commentary box. Ken Doherty, Dennis Taylor, all set?
We certainly are, Hazel. A very good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to final day at the Barbican, the home of the UK Snooker Championship. And what a prospect we have for you here this afternoon.
Yep. Really looking forward to this one, Dennis. And the 2 boys shake hands for the pictures before that beautiful trophy. atmosphere.
So Ronnie won the toss, and he's going to get the final underway. And looking at both players at the top, Sean Murphy savours every minute. He was taking all the crowd in, and he's that sort of, you know, he wants to remember every match he plays, Ken. He's that sort of character.
You all got tripods to put the camera
Absolutely.
Oh,
Ronnie just informed the referee to make sure that photographers have tripods. He doesn't want them moving around at the bottom of the table there.
Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
It's a hard one to call this, Dennis. I mean, both players have been in fantastic form. I don't think Ronnie has played anywhere near his best, but in patches he's played very well. And of course, Sean has been very prolific in the last couple of matches in particular.
Well, I did his semi-final against Ryan Day. 5 of the frames he won with 1 visit and almost clinched the match with 1 visit. He was awesome in the semi-final, but that was a wide, or has he fluked it? Long way off the pot, as you can see, but what a trick shot that was. I like the shot he's going to play next, Ken. He's going to bring the pink into play. It was knocked onto the side cushion. He'll play a safety shot and bring that back into play. So he wants to keep things open.
Yes, I think both players want to keep the game open.
Sean Murphy won.
That's what they're best at. Although Ronnie, I think, in the safety department might just have the edge on Sean Murphy. And it's going to have to be good today, because apart from that opening red, his break building, and particularly his long potting over the week, Dennis, has been top quality. Sean Murphy's.
Well, that's a misjudgment there. Just slid off the cushion slightly and didn't hit the reds as he intended. So first proper chance falls to Sean. But he'd like to take that again.
1.
Can he just get through to the pink? Maybe. He was hoping to be on the black here.
Oh, he's very fortunate there. This pink just about cuts in. Yeah, good shot. He held for the red over the middle. Pink goes back in its spot, and I'm sure it pots into this
7.
bottom right-hand corner pocket as well. So good chance here already.
8.
And you mentioned there, Ken, about tactical and safety play. There'll be one very interested spectator, I'm sure, watching this final. A certain
14.
6 times former world champion Ray Reardon, who has worked with both these players. So I'm sure
15.
he'll be enjoying this. And I hope you're keeping well, Ray.
Yeah, one of the great masters of the tactical game. These two guys are great masters of the break building game.
20.
Without doubt. Now, is this a plant? Well, if it is, there's another little slice of fortune for Sean Murphy so far in this frame. Yeah, well worked out. 21. It's 3 little slices of fortune already.
Well, he's let that one run much too far. It might work to his advantage. He's going to be opening the reds up when he pots this. Just glanced off them.
27.
Straight on the blue, but there's one to the right of the pink that's on. there might be one to the left of the pink that is also potable.
32.
Well, maybe not.
33.
Maybe that one to the left of the pink isn't available, but he's the wrong side of the blue again.
Yeah, a little bit straight. May have to screw back towards this right centre and take one of these reds down into this bottom right-hand corner pocket.
$38.
Doesn't have to do too much with the cue ball. You can hold for the black.
Good pot.
Doesn't have the best angle on the black.
Yeah, he's looking at that red I mentioned to see if it would go into the left middle pocket, but he'd have to be very precise. No. The one at the left of the little triangle might go as well.
46.
Oh, that's good cueing, that.
47.
He's carried on where he left off last evening against Ryan Day. But what he did, as I mentioned, he won the frames with one visit. Can he start this final with one visit?
Yeah, as John Parr said at the top of the show, every now and again, around 40, 50, just before the winning line, he may throw in a missed pot just out of nowhere. He didn't do that against Ryan Day last night. And that was the impressive thing. He kept his concentration. And that's what
52.
he's going to have to do in this final. He's getting almost to that point now. Just another couple of reds and colours.
53.
But he's absolutely buzzing around the table. Average shot time, just 16 seconds.
With that cue action of Sean's, you can see the tip of the cue comes right back on those
60.
shots, right back to his thumb virtually. Not so much on the little short shots, but even there.
61.
Well, snooker's required already, so he is going to win this opening frame with one visit.
Just what you want
66.
in the opening frame of a final, and particularly against possibly the best player that's ever
67.
played the game. You're setting out your intent straight away, showing no fear, and taking the opportunity when you've got it. Great start here for Sean Murphy.
74.
Can we see a century?
75.
Well, he's had 4 so far in this year's Betway UK Championship. And we've had 95 centuries so far this year. That's going some.
82. 83.
Sean's made 441 centuries. 37 last year.
90.
23 this year.
91.
He finished a little straight on the blue, but the way he's cueing, you wouldn't think this would be a
96.
problem. Oh, he's overscrewed it though, but
98.
the best in the world with the rest. Just this green needed for the century. Absolutely brilliant.
101.
What a start. Probably Keown as well. We've seen him for a long time, Dennis. As he said, he's having a great season. This is his 4th final. Last 2 finals, won that Champion of Champions.
110.
Really super stuff.
116.
Well, it may be cold outside, but it's hot here in the Barbican, that's for sure. What a way to start a final. Sean Murphy got one chance. And what did he do? He made a break of 123. And he leads Ronnie O'Sullivan by 1 frame to 0.
Sean Murphy to break.
So Sean breaks off in the 2nd frame. Two reds at the bottom of the pack. Ronnie will come down, have a quick look. Are they plant into this bottom left-hand corner pocket? Looks pretty close. It's going into the left-hand side pocket as we look. But it looks as if you can make this. Yes. Needs the cue ball to slow up. Needs it to slow down.
1.
Pretty good.
And it was a plant in the first frame that came to Sean Murphy's rescue when he was slightly out of position. So
4.
2nd frame and already had a couple of plants. That red's in a good spot there at
5.
the back of the pack for a couple of shots time. Might just pot red, black and not go into the reds, just leave himself on that one that's available and then he can
12.
split the reds off that.
13.
So if he gets nicely onto that red in a couple of shots time, those reds could be open. And that looks pretty good to me.
Yeah, he can follow
20.
through or possibly screw back. Screw back might be his option here. Oh, loads of reverse side. What a wonderful shot that was. Bit straight on the blue, but just watch the side spin as soon as it hits the cushion. To get away from the pack and get up towards that blue. Just a little bit straight on the blue. He could take the pink and go back into the pack if he wishes. He'll be taking a chance here with the split. Oh, where's the cue ball going? It's going in the pocket.
Foul.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 21. Sean Murphy 6.
Yeah, he needed to hit that red full ball. And once you catch them half ball, there's always a chance you can go into either corner pocket. It's still a bit unlucky. And now a test for a Sean Murphy special here. There's not many better in the game at this type of shot than Sean Murphy.
Three. 4.
I don't think I've ever seen that stat. 12 seconds, average shot time.
Nine.
Yeah, it's very quick.
10.
It shows you how confident that Sean is going around the table. Now, an interesting shot maybe coming up.
17.
Up the red, get a nice angle on the black. There's a couple of reds available, but
18.
nice opportunity to go into those 4 reds. He'll still be on the red to the right of the 4 into the corner pocket. And that's perfect. Okay. Slightly hampered, but
25.
4 reds into play there.
$26.
Never any doubt.
Any harder and this wouldn't have dropped in, but he's hampered slightly again as we show you the red wobble a couple of times. Just a bit of a distraction, that red there. Yeah.
Sean Murphy, 26.
That was the problem there. Just that red was just a little awkward.
One.
I know it's very early in this match, but it's important, I feel, for Ronnie to
6.
show his intent as well in this final. Bit unlucky with his first chance, of course. Didn't get a chance in the first frame.
Seven.
And wouldn't it be absolutely brilliant if both players play at the top of the form?
13.
What a final we could have here.
Just overscrewed that cue ball slightly. Wanted to be a bit straighter on this red for the black to follow. It's going to be short on the blue again.
14.
Look how close he went to the brown, but that was what he needed to get the angle to get on the red.
$20.
He's going to need that awkward red. It's close to the right hand side cushion, but if you pot this red, get on the pink, you can get close, really close behind that red.
27.
Would have liked to have been a bit straighter on this red, but he can, yeah, leave the cue ball somewhere just above the pink spot. Drop the pink into the right centre and get right close to the red that's close to the right side cushion.
$28.
Just didn't have a nice angle on the pink to get close to it.
34.
So this may be frame ball, and Sean's only hope of getting back to the table.
Yeah, he potted the pink in the left side of the pocket. That's why he's come away from the cushion and needing the rest. Yeah, great recovery.
35.
Not easy down the cushion with the rest. We've got ourselves a final here, Ken.
We certainly have. This is a
42.
great response. I felt Ronnie really needed to win this frame at this visit, just to show
44.
Sean that anything you can do, I can do as well. This is going to be a cracker. Great response.
47. $51. 56. 62.
Wonderful break from Ronnie O'Sullivan at 69. It's only 62. It doesn't matter. He wins the frame. And it's Ronnie O'Sullivan won. Sean Murphy won.
Get a chance to go Christmas shopping after this in the afternoon, and may even want to get their money back for not sitting down long enough. It's going to be break after break, I feel.
Bring it on.
Break after break, and that was a good break off from Ronnie there. There's a view through the crowd here at the Bargain Centre. And there's one spectator there who'd be very, very proud. She's sitting on the front row watching her granddad referee the final. That's Paul Collier's granddaughter there, Tegan. Yeah, bless her.
He's left a chance here for Ronnie. This red is on. Wants to pot this off two cushions and try and leave a nice angle on the black. It's got to be low on it. May even just hold it off one cushion. Oh, that's a bad miss.
One.
And once again, a chance to see the cue power of Sean Murphy here. Watch this shot. He does it with such ease.
8.
He didn't want to catch that red. If he had caught the main bunch, they would have all opened up. I think he can avoid canning the yellow here when potting this. He certainly doesn't want to career into the yellow. Yeah, it was thin enough.
9.
And even though there's, what, 3 or 4 loose reds, he might go into the pink again. He's very, very attacking as Sean. Oh,
Foul.
this time Sean's unlucky.
Sean Murphy 9, Johnny O'Sullivan 5.
Yeah, wanted the pink full ball, but very unlucky to plant the red in.
And that was a better shot than it looked. Dead straight, just off the cushion. To dig down on the cue ball. Now a nice little cannon into 3 reds above the black and hold for a red into either corner pocket. It's okay.
Eight.
Yeah, just having a look, mate. Pot this red and come back for the black. Easier to stay on the blue, but and then blue to red is just a little bit more difficult, so may come back for the black here. Played it well.
9.
Doesn't have to play a cannon here, but could play a cannon just into the 2 reds directly above the black here again.
$16.
There's his target, 70. Before his opponent will require a snooker. Within a couple of shots, he has the
17.
reds. Just absolutely perfect, Dennis.
But it's amazing the way these two players are playing. A little bit of good fortune or bad fortune is going to make such a vast difference, because they're going to punish that bit of bad luck. Yeah, you don't mind losing a frame if you've played a bad shot, but Ronnie had a bit of misfortune going in off when he was
24.
opening the pack previously.
25.
And Sean had it in this frame.
$32. $33.
It's not perfect, this. He's overscrewed that. Want to be a bit straighter on the blue. Drop on the 2 reds near the pink spot, or the one just to the right of the pink spot in the open. He doesn't have an ideal angle on this blue here. It's a little kiss off the blue here. Well, no, he's okay. Those 2 reds.
37.
One to the left is pot.
That was a very
38.
interesting choice of shot previously when he took the brown. The blue was a much easier pot, but he knew if he got the brown right, he could get perfect position.
$43. $44.
Anyone watching snooker for the first time will think, what an easy game this is. But these two players are making it look ridiculously easy. It's such a tough game.
49.
Yeah, first frame, just over 10 minutes. Second frame, just over 11. We're only coming up
50.
to 8 minutes for this frame, and it's almost over. He's only a couple of pots away. Look at that pot success, 95 and 96%, amazing.
Surely that can't continue, but the way they're going, it might.
57. 58.
Snooker's needed, as you can see, coming up to 30 minutes, just over 30 minutes. Yeah, I think we can head off with Steve Davis and do a bit of Christmas shopping, Ken.
65.
It's an absolute pleasure
66.
to sit and watch this.
$73. 74.
Yeah, great quote from Clive Everton many years ago when he was watching. Fantastic match. I think it was at the Crucible. It was snooker from the gods, and that's what we've been treated to so far in this final.
82.
Sublime stuff from both Ronnie and Sean. One mistake and you're sitting in your chair for the rest of the frame.
He's already made
89.
7 centuries so far in this year's championship.
91.
Neil Robertson has made 8 centuries.
94.
142, still the highest. Michael White has got that.
$98.
Ronnie has made 913 centuries in his career. 913. Make that 914.
103.
Steve Peters there, watching Ronnie.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 103 in the frame.
Absolutely amazing. That's the 2nd century of the match. And Ronnie O'Sullivan leads Sean Murphy 2 frames to 1.
Important it is to actually have your own shot process and make it the same for every shot. Sean Murphy definitely does that. But watch Ronnie O'Sullivan now. He's down on the shot, just start going on, queuing back a bit forwards. He's not happy with how he's queuing, so he puts in a couple more. And all of a sudden, Nancy gets to find the groove, and then he plays the shot. Because he wasn't happy with how he was going backwards and forwards. But that's different from when Sean Murphy was on the black, isn't it, John?
Yeah, I mean, Sean didn't quite take enough. He come down and played at exactly the same pace as played the other. On the black that he missed, and he was slightly hampered with the red. So Ronnie took a little bit more time there, managed to get over the problem that he had, and Sean didn't manage to do it the same. But it's just interesting. I mean, you're supposed to play the same speed all the time, but there's some shots that warrant a bit of respect.
They deserve a little bit of attention. OK, last one before the interval.
So last frame before the mid-session interval. It's been super fast there, you see it, just over 32 minutes.
Be interesting to see how Sean responds to that century break. He's got an early long red to go at. It's a Sean Murphy special, so he sat out that last frame. Can he start with a good long pot?
I think that answers your question, Dennis. What a pot that was. Just look at the reaction on the cue ball. It's actually overscrewed it. I'd love to get onto that red just below the black if you can. Good pot. the choice of reds. I take this one into the bottom left-hand corner pocket. Back up for blue or pink. You won't go into the pack here. The pink is not on the spot, so that red just below the black will possibly be his next target.
And they're an awkward pack to go into from the black. That's why Sean's just having a little wander around, just planning his route.
Well, I think if anybody in the game, Dennis, can split this pack with cue power, it's definitely this man. Lots of top spin on the cue ball here.
He's got up and had a look at the angle just to make sure he's comfortable. It's a bit unlucky. It was always going to be a difficult pack to go into. Played the shot well, just needed a little trace more side. He needed to hit that
20
red there, full ball, and he caught it half ball.
Sean Murphy, 20.
Just caught that all wrong, far too thin, but it's not easy to I'll just show you the shot again. He wanted that a little bit thicker to avoid the cannon on the black, but he's hampered here. He might just be able to get on the pink. Yeah, he could.
1.
Pot into this bottom left-hand corner pocket. I think it will. You can pot the red into the right centre, leave a nice angle on the pink. Try and bring some more reds into play.
Eight.
Well, he's gone down for the yellow to go into the red, so lots of left-hand side yellow and hit the pink and reds. He looked to have that shot on that you said, Ken, but this is much more difficult, but he's so good at this type of shot. Got to get it just right, though. And that was the problem. He didn't quite catch the reds as he intended. Just caught the pink first. Just show you it coming across. The pink was away from the reds.
I think he's missed the trick there, Dennis. That pink was clearly on. And that's end of break. He'd be disappointed he didn't make more from that opportunity. And this is a bit short with his
Sean
safety.
Murphy 10.
That's not good.
It's nice to just relax and watch a little bit of tactical and safety play, because those 3 opening frames were incredible. 123 from Sean, 62 and 103 from Ronnie, with very little safety play. It was just one mistake and it was over the frame.
I'm not quite sure. I think this red is potable. He's having a look at leaving the cue ball down this end of the table, but I think if he clips that red on the outside, I think he can pot it and still avoid the reds. Play it as a shot to nothing. Doesn't like it.
Yeah, don't blame him for taking a bit of time over this one. Mid-session intervals coming up. He'd like to be 2 frames all. He's got a 30-point advantage. He knows if he makes one mistake here, he could be going to the interval 3-1 behind. That's why he's giving this plenty of thought.
He could take the one that's closest to the pocket, just try and drop it in. He'll have the pink into the opposite corner pocket, but this is a big shot. And that's the problem when you play it at that pace. If it doesn't go in, it's going to be over the pocket. Slightly awry, but he's had a bit of fortune there.
Eight.
It's not straightforward the way they're sitting here, and that pink's a little awkward. You might just pot that, it'll go up onto the brown spot, but it clears the path for this right corner pocket. So that was good plan to get that out of the way. In fact, there's enough room on the pink spot.
15.
Not sure if it's tied it up, but he's on the black here nicely anyway.
$16.
One little cannon here. Black into the red, just up above it and to the left. Well, decided to go into the pack and disturb them, but it's not too bad. He's got a red to the right centre.
23.
Yeah, they play a similar type of game. These two players, they love to get the balls open as soon as they can, and if they get a chance with that type of shot, they certainly go for it. That's amazing, 97%.
24.
For Ronnie O'Sullivan, 95% for Sean Murphy. I don't think I've seen that before.
just taking a little bit more time than usual. He knows the importance of winning this frame, this chance. Going into the mid-session into the lead.
30. $31.
Well, there's 3 easy reds available to Ronnie. And those 2 to the right are almost touching. One of them might be available.
38. $39.
It's been an absolute wonderful display from both players here.
$46.
Yeah, it's one of these games.
47.
Such high quality. You miss one ball, and it's it, sitting in a chair for the rest of the frame. Now, we'll find out whether the top red of those 2 that you
54.
mentioned, Dennis, will pot into the left centre.
Yeah, if not, he's going to have to be perfect here to get the cannon from the black to the reds. He'd rather
55.
not play the cannon, but the angle he's left on the black, he's going to have to play something very special. He's just looking now to see if it'll go. Can he find that gap? What a shot this is. If it keeps going, I don't think he's on it.
62. It was a great effort, wasn't it?
Oh dear.
Big target behind brown though and pink here. The cue ball.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 62.
Just a little bit short, but you get a good 32-point lead.
And this is a terrific shot because he's brought that into play, that red. And if he's covered these 2 reds, although he's 32 behind, Sean Murphy might just have gone favoured for this frame, because Ronnie's not only got to negotiate the snooker, he's got to get it safe. And that's not safe.
Wow. And a miss.
All of a sudden, new favourite for this 4th frame. It was Ronnie's shot when he got on the black to get to those 2 difficult reds, when he just left himself out of position and had to go all the way around the table.
One.
Yeah, that was the attempt to go all the way around the table, but it was the shot previously that left him having to try that. Probably play down for the pink here.
8.
Now it'll be green now, because I don't think he's on the angle. He'd like the pink back on its spot. It would make the clearance easier, but I think he needed the white a little bit further towards the yellow to do that.
Man, what a massive steal this would be for Sean Murphy. Didn't look like he was going to get a chance.
12.
He's going to have to pot them all. And with the pink and the brown spot. Not straightforward.
17.
Yeah, brown to blue and then blue to pink would be the key.
21.
Struck that really well. Lots of reverse side to get top side of the blue. Impaired if he leaves the right angle on this pink to get back for the black. This could
26.
be, I know it's early days, Dennis, but it could be a very pivotal frame. Ronnie, for all money, was looking like going into the interval with a 2-frame lead. And this looks absolutely perfect.
32.
What has he seen? There's a little fly just on the cloth. Well, there it is. It's on its back as well. Oh, back on its feet again. Sean's not going to hit. Oh. Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous session of snooker. It looked like Ronnie O'Sullivan was going to go to the interval 3-1. But he hasn't. It's Sean Murphy that cleared up, and we're all squared. 2 frames each. Absolutely brilliant.
I think, Peter, that win that Sean Murphy had over Ronnie O'Sullivan in the final of the Champions has really given him the belief that he can beat Ronnie in these big matches now.
Absolutely, Stephen. And he's just got stronger and stronger all week. So it's Ronnie O'Sullivan who breaks off left-handed once again. Decent length of cue ball. I'm sure Murphy will be taking this on.
Well, when Ronnie made that breaker, I looked at him and he sort of shook his head a bit because he knew he never got the cue ball tight in the ball cushion, and obviously that's why he knows this is going to happen more often than not. It's an absolutely fabulous long pot, perfect angle in the blue, full in the face into the pink. Split these reds everywhere, just hope not block up the black. He's moved the black. Good contact on the pink. Oh dear.
6.
pink, absolutely plumb, full in the face. Very unfortunate. When you hit them properly, you deserve to be in one. Well, he is the best rest player in the world, in my opinion, so that's a very rare miss. It was a tricky one. He had lots to think about. Very aggressive shot. That's the way he plays.
Foul. Sean Murphy 4.
Oh, that's incredible. That's so careless. For a professional snooker player, anyone to do that.
Thank you.
It's always tricky when you're aiming down on the cue ball like that. Any slightest trace of unwanted side is going to move the cue ball.
One.
I certainly didn't play for blue to the yellow pocket.
Six.
Obviously like to get the black back into play. So possibly look to play for that red that's just below the black spot. He has got an angle in the blue. I don't know why he's reluctant to play that red. Maybe he just doesn't fancy playing that black along the cushion.
$12. $13.
Again, it's got a lovely angle in the blue to play for that red. Completely ignoring it at the moment. Just don't think he fancies that black along the cushion.
18. 19.
'Ronnie would rather have left the red over the green pocket as some sort of insurance policy, but it looks as if he's going to have to play for it this time. He would have loved to have gotten straightish on the red into the left-hand black pocket and screwed through those reds back up for the blue.
24.
Leaving this red over the pocket, but that's not an option now.
25.
Very unusually for Ronnie O'Sullivan, just lost his cue ball a bit there.
$30.
31. No, that's a good pot, but he's not rescued the situation. He's still low on the blue. May look at yellow. Just depends on the natural angle to get round the back of brown and green. Using 3 cushions to get on the red that Peter was just talking about a second ago. And I think this is all caused by his reluctance
33.
to play for the red next to the black spot and get the black into play.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 33.
I'm slightly surprised there, Stephen, that Ronnie turned down the red into the left corner. He could have sent the white off the other reds and played it as a shot to nothing back to baulk.
Yeah, he's not a risk taker, Ronnie O'Sullivan, on the table, really. I think he's got tremendous respect also for his opponent.
Yes, it's amazing how these top players see the table differently. You know, if this was Sean Murphy playing this shot, he'd be taking the long red and screwing back to baulk. He's got tremendous cue power. Ronnie will play a shot to nothing if he can, but almost certainly he'll be looking for a top quality safety shot here.
And the fact that Sean Murphy's long pot on is so good, it's putting pressure on Ronnie's safety play. In the end, he's going to pop himself out of trouble. He's going to take that red to the left corner. He didn't want to play that shot. That's one of the reasons he missed it. He never fancied it, or else he would have got down straight away and played it.
Sean may be playing for the black here. That's incredible. Well, a wonderful pot. Lovely use of right hand side there. One good positional shot
6.
here. And it'd be a favourite for the frame.
7.
That's why I was slightly surprised that he played for the blue in taking the first red. He could have stunned off the side cushion with a touch of right-hand side, and he had a great chance of getting on the black after potting the first red, but that's end of break.
Bramble. Sean Murphy, 7.
So after the first 4 frames, where there was at least a break of 62, 2 centuries, this frame, the first scrappy affair of this final. But come the end of the day, these ones could prove very important to win. Now, the crowd are applauding, but Ronnie won't be happy with that. He won't be happy at all.
That's another tremendous long pot from Sean Murphy. His long game really is incredible. It's tremendous cueing that.
From so close to the cushion as well, he gets such great control.
Sean Murphy, 1.
Now Sean's left Ronnie a 1 cushion escape to the red. It's on tight on the cushion. That's a bit careless. I wouldn't expect Sean to gain an advantage from here. Okay, I can put Ronnie in a snooker again. Just stun the red away. Get tight into the black. Looks from here like he's got the angle. Maybe the angle's different from down at the table.
I think the problem with that shot, Stephen, is that he's going to have to hit it quite hard, and if he overhits it, he could possibly leave a red to the centre. But that's not the best of safety shots from Sean Murphy.
He definitely doesn't, and he never has done, and very similar to myself, doesn't put the same amount of concentration and focus into safety shots as he does into pots.
Well, if this red goes into the left-hand black pocket, which I think it does, I was thinking of the red above that, that if it had played with pace, the cue ball would have been going down towards the brown and yellow, so I'm a little bit surprised that he took that one. But this is not an easy safety shot here for Ronnie O'Sullivan.
he did. But this isn't easy, this black. Fortunate to be on it, but not a gimme. Played it as if it was hanging over the pocket. Yeah, I think he had to hit it the red thick. He was definitely not planning on cannon in the black. Great chance now to take this 5th frame. Already 24 points in front.
$16. 17. 24.
25. So that's the snooker of the card stage. Don't expect Ronnie to miss this black.
$32.
Just a very average 97% pot success rate, Stephen.
Yeah, 89,
37.
sorry, 90 now out of 93. It's not a bad performance in a final.
39.
Sean himself is 94%. Incredible standard so far. Well, the green's not in, but thanks to that fabulous hole in red,
39 on the front.
Ronnie Sullivan wins the scrappiest frame of the match so far to lead 3 frames to 2. Yeah, all the frames count when they make century breaks or take 3 or 4 chances, and it's a very interesting frame. To say, I think of the 2 players, Ronnie O'Sullivan definitely puts more thought and intent into his safety play.
Sean Murphy to break.
But Sean Murphy, you have to say, is probably the more consistent long potter. So it makes for very interesting when it gets to the safety battles. No, that's, you wouldn't expect that as a stat. This is poor. Taking this on. Brilliant. Brilliant. One. And that is what is putting pressure on Ronnie O'Sullivan's safety game. As soon as he doesn't get that cue ball, either glued to the baulk cushion or hidden, Sean Murphy seems to pot one.
8. 9.
And I think we know what shot's coming up next.
Yeah, more imperative now to hit the pink full in the face because there's a bit of gap between the pink and the reds. Now again, a fantastic contact, and again, unlucky going into them.
Sean Murphy 9, Ronnie O'Sullivan 5.
Let's look here to see if there's anything. No, it didn't look obvious. Sometimes you can see straight away, but that was not obvious. Very unfortunate. I suppose, you know, you could, if you really looked hard, you can. I think if you look too hard, you can see things all over the place. At the end of the day, you just got to play the right shot sometimes. But with Ronnie winning that last frame, because they're only playing another 3 frames, if Sean wants a lead going into tonight, he's got to win all 3. That's the psychology of these little mini sessions. He wants the white to stop now if it's going to stop short. There is. This red he's looking at to right corner. He could play it with pace. Left hand side in between yellow and brown. 2 cushions into the 5 reds.
$11. $12.
Well, he's going to have to do something now. He could even play into the reds and the cushion here, but obviously has to disturb something to carry this break on, and hitting the brown is not the way to go about it.
17.
I was a little bit surprised, Stephen, that he didn't play with topspin and left-hand side there. It was always going to be difficult to play the screw shot with right-hand side, and he wouldn't be getting as much pace into the cue ball by playing it that way.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 17.
It's a great safety shot, though. Safety shot from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Very, very well judged. Needed to catch the red that he played very, very thin. Played it with lots of right-hand side. Difficult decision for Sean Murphy here, because if he plays to land on the red to the left of the black spot near the black cushion, he may be leaving a red into the right centre. And if he plays a 2 cushion escape, it needs to be thick, so similar shot to he played before. And that's very well judged.
I wonder if this is a tempter for Sean Murphy. You'd have to play with a lot of left-hand side to take the cue ball up a straight line, so no, it's a bit risky, even for Sean.
Ronnie just needs to be a little bit careful with this safety shot, because he could cannon into the 2 reds behind the black spot and push a red towards the right corner. And that's why he played it very thin, and that is an excellent safety shot. Well played.
It's not with the cue ball glued in that baulk cushion, but that was an excellent contact on the red from Sean Murphy. Too thin, he hits the brown. Too thick, he hits the red and the right cushion. That was very well played. Sean's coming down to look at the pink, so red to right corner, stun off the side cushion for the pink to the same pocket. He needs to get it if that's the shot he's playing. Well, it just makes these long pots look so easy. And you're surprised when he misses these. That's the first, bad safety shot that Ronnie's played in this frame, and look what happens.
It's very demoralising for an opponent, Stephen, isn't it, when you see the other player knocking long balls in consistently like that.
Seven.
It's a big frame this for Sean Murphy. They're all important, obviously, but he doesn't want to be going into tonight's second session, but way behind. Okay. Both these players can still lead going into tonight's session, but neither player wants to give up an advantage.
$14.
Both players have tremendous presence at the table.
20.
Sean Murphy, very aggressive, very positive. And Ronnie very dominant in his own way, almost in an artistic fashion.
$21.
He'd love to play for the black here, to the right corner. If you could get straight in the black or just a little bit high, he could pot the black, cannon the 2 reds away that are together, and leave himself on the open one to left corner. Possibly too much angle for that now. The pink's going to go back in its own spot after this. Ooh, that was risky. Okay, it was a good shot to play, but very aggressive.
33.
They do well to find that gap again. Just a trace of right-hand side on the cue ball. Didn't follow the natural angle of the cushion.
Thanks, Sean. Sean Murphy, 33.
Safely from Ronnie, did very well to avoid the double kiss there. That had to be very, very thin. Sean may try to get the cue ball behind the green here, but again he needs to be careful not to push a red over the right corner. Oh, what a flick that was. He'll be delighted with that.
Sean Murphy, 4.
This red is still potable. Well, this red does cut, but Ronnie's hampered by the green.